I am Khalifa Salem, the Secretary General of Pdois in the Gambia. I should have been addressing you as a presidential candidate, but I will not. Because the Gambia is going through transition and there is need for a dialogue and debate on the way forward. This is the 6th time I am addressing you, and today we are going to talk about a burning issue, the issue of coalition. It is important for each of you to know that you matter. You are a sovereign Gambian citizen. You are the one who will put a president in office with your vote. Your vote is your power, is your say to determine how this country is governed. It is your might. And you must bear in mind that on the 1st of December 2016, you are going to determine who to entrust your power to for 2 reasons. One, the person you are going to entrust your power will control your whole economy. $42 billion GNP, gross national product, GDP, the gross domestic product. That whole wealth will be in the hands of that person. A budget of 16.9 billion will be under the control of that person. That is the estimated expenditure for this year. Wealth is going to be entrusted in the hands of that person that should be utilized for you to be able to live in prosperity. You are going to entrust that person with the power to control the army, the police force, the security, the NIA, all the security forces, and to hire as many people as possible or fire as many people as possible. So you're going to entrust real power in the hands of one person, the executive. So if you don't participate, others will do it for you. Don't complain. You've surrendered your power, your right, by deciding not to participate. Under normal circumstances, a person does not come to office without having absolute majority. That's what you have in Senegal. That is what was in our Constitution, Section 48. It stated then, before its amendment, that no person can be a president on the first ballot unless the person has over 51% of the valid votes cast in the first round. If you don't have it, then the 2 people who are the front runners will go for the second round. And in the second round, just as in Senegal, you can have a coalition. Because if your party candidate is not among the front runners, then you will not waste your vote by not participating. You will take your vote and vote for another person who is not a member of your party to decide who is going to be president of the republic. So that is why a citizen at all times must know that you are a decision maker. You don't wait for others to ask you how to make your decision. Because if you are a farmer and you have seeds, you must determine the bad and the good seeds and go and sow the good seeds. If you fail to do that, you will not have a good harvest. The same thing with the presidency. You should go and decide. You should be able to know who you should put in that position of responsibility. Now, if you put someone to handle your wealth for the general interest, to handle your power for the general interest, and that power is abused, then it's your duty to effect change. In a country like Gambia, where there is no second round, you'll have many parties in the opposition participating with only one ruling party. Therefore, their votes will be divided. To be able to ensure that that does not happen is the issue of tactic. So coalition on the basis of tactic is something that we need to debate on. What Pdois is saying is, since if the second round existed, all would have put up their candidates and the people will determine who the front runners would be, then in the absence of that, why can't the opposition go to the first round of voting on their own, even without the constitutional provision, so that each opposition party will select its candidates and independent candidates will also be ready. According to the Constitution, you must have 5,000 people, 200 at least from each region, to nominate the presidential candidate. We are saying let all those who are interested in the presidency get that nomination. We put them together, put their pictures on the ballot, so that and put it in an envelope, so that all those people who participated in the nomination will take the ballot, tear the picture of the person they support, put it in the envelope, and the candidates will send their agents with a box. You put it there, all counted. Whoever has the majority will now go to the second round with the incumbent. This is what we are saying. So it is left to you to ask the other parties what they are proposing. But I am saying, if I were to be made a candidate through that system, and the coalition partners said, no, we will not put you up as a Pdois candidate, but you must become an independent candidate, I will accept. In a similar vein, I have already declared, even before the process, that if I were to be the candidate of the opposition and I win an election, if it comes to appointment of ministerial posts, I will only appoint 7 out of 21. The coalition partners will get the rest. And Pdois has already accepted that even if we had the capacity to have members in the whole house, we will only accept 1/4 and 1, so that the constitution cannot be amended without discussion with us. But I will not have majority, and the coalition partners could impeach me if I violate the constitution or mismanage the wealth of the country. This is what we can offer. So it's left to you now to decide what is best for the Gambia. And it's the duty of those who want to be your leaders to come and be transparent and tell you exactly what they intend to do, so that we can compare the different programs and adopt the best programs for the interest of the country. That is the way forward. Thank you very much.